All right, guys. So it looks like we probably have an opportunity to close a long position. That was opened here at the beginning of the day. You might even, I mean, there might even be a little possibility here to open up a long for a day trade here into the close. It's hard to say because this is a down card, but we've got the Princess of Swords. So I wouldn't open a position here. What I would do is I would look if I can close the long position here at the end of the day. Maybe at the close I'd do that. Or if there doesn't appear to be good opportunity for that, then I would say I would add to it probably here around 10 to, or excuse me, around 11 to 12 o'clock tomorrow before a notable reversal. Yeah, so here's this move to the upside that we're going to see probably taking place here. It's going to be like a brief peak. There's a lot going on here at the end of the day with this last hour. We've got this brief peak that's easily missed with the decline through multiple supports, but we also have this pop and drop right at the close, or around the close, I should say, and the Princess of Swords price level that'll be notated here around the last hour as well, indicating we most likely see a high here at the end of the day, in which case I would close that long position for a day trade when that happens, and I wouldn't hesitate because it's a brief peak that's easily missed. And then what we can likely expect is a decline from that resistance level in the morning, in the pre-market, and then at some point we probably return back to it, maybe here midday. Hey, Round Earth. All right, so let's take a look at Ethereum's 1 year, which was created all the way back in, where is it? Is the 1 year missing? Wow. I have to make another photo of it? Oh, there we go. Right in front of my face. And it was created on September 24th, 2023. I don't have one for Ethereum yet. Okay. So if you're one of our angels or you're a um, paid subscriber, then you have access to our Discord, which is where I have these shared links stored. So you can actually get access to this live updated chart if you're in our Discord. So, yeah, there was this opportunity. I haven't looked at Ethereum in a little bit here. So off of the low status fluctuating rally that precedes a notable decline. We likely have some decline here in the end of the month, but it'll be opportunity to open up long. So there's probably some opportunity there. Low is at the beginning of the month. Yeah, because it looks like by August this one's actually at highs. Almost came down to a lowest low, pretty close. Like I said, sometimes you need to cut out the very beginning of the reading and judge the price levels like based on that. Like this piece at the very beginning of the year, this is very close to a lowest low, so that was pretty solid. And then we go into highest highs, which we're not. I mean, this is very realistic, very realistic. So look for opportunity in the midst of decline to buy into this. And that was Ethereum. Feel free to ask any questions, guys. It's free questions or answers between 3 and 4 p.m. on trading days. $5K by August? Let's see. Well, there was a pretty big move at the end of the month of August. Looks pretty strongly like this will be the highest high here for the year. And we'll probably see it again in September before a decline. I got a yes for that for 5K. Yeah, there's a pretty big move at the end of the month, like at the end of the third week or at the beginning of the fourth week of the month of, for Ethereum, of the month of August, I should say. Um, and then it looks like we probably revisit that high again in September, and we go into lows for the year in November-ish, in like October, November. If you're just hopping on one of the other channels, feel free to ask any questions, guys. It's free questions and answers. Appreciate it. It was luck. There's more coming out about Biden probably tomorrow or Thursday. Gonna take a look at Bitcoin. So if you're new to the channel, then what he's saying in YouTube is great call on Biden. I predicted back in May that Biden would be replaced by Kamala on the 19th of July. It ended up, I mean, really, it was the 19th. We heard about it over the weekend, but the last business day before that announcement was the 19th. My sense is that it was probably already decided on the 19th. We just found out about it on the 22nd. Either way, there's more to come, something health related with Biden. I might have blended the getting sick with COVID and the end of his presidency with like, you know, it's sometimes a little unclear. It could be his death or it could be like the end of his presidency. But as far as Bitcoin goes, again, if you're new to the channel, paid subscribers and our angel investors have access to separate Discords, but both Discords have access to the live updated trading view charts that we're looking at right now. There's a link that gets copied to all of these. Oops. Or a link that gets sent to the Discord for each of these charts. Really nailed that trade earlier in the month. We one of our alert trades and one of our trades for people following the paid version was to get into a long position in Bitcoin here around the 12th, 13th and close out of it, depending on your risk tolerance, between the 15th, the 16th, and if you have the strong higher risk tolerance, then I would have said the 17th. Pretty solid trade right there. I would say we probably have a pretty big move to the upside out of this decline that we're seeing, like an unexpected move higher. Probably back to the high here, because that purple that we're seeing on the 23rd, 24th is the Ace of Swords energy. Maybe not. But we'll rally back to some sort of resistance here. Okay, so maybe it's this right here. Depends on how far down we go here, I guess. But What the heck? Oh. That's why. There we go. Now this one's better to use. There we go. This is what I was looking for. So we didn't have a decline all the way down here, but we did have all three of these days we were in range, right? We had a peak that would form here, and then we would have a trough that formed here, and then we would have another trough forming down here. And you can see before we popped to the upside, we just touched into that price level, like just nicked it. So this decline will probably bring us back down to I'm just checking price levels here. Yeah, it looks like we come back down to the 62.8 price level roughly. Netflix and Tesla earnings after hours today. So the 2024 Netflix reading was created on June 27, 2023 at 6:57 p.m. being used today, my friends. Yeah, so we've got this trough at the end of the month. Okay, so out of a trough at the end of the month, there should be a pretty big move to the upside. Let's see what earnings are going to look like here. We have a near overbought crest that we sell off from through multiple supports. So likely what happens is it's a good result. Hard to say, but probably a good result. Either way, there's like this selling, like a taking of profits. And then the other one for after hours today was Tesla. Tesla's one of the ones that we cover on a monthly basis by the day. So it's one of the ones that if you subscribe to our paid monthly subscription, you get access to the paid version of it, which has all of the best trades, what to look for, starts entry and exit into and out of those trades and that sort of stuff. July's reading was created on May 24th, 2024 at 1:36 a.m. Eastern Time. Wow, that was such a long night. I remember that night. Yeah, so there's sideways rotation and a sharp drop that'll stand out. We should revisit a support level in the midst of that sharp drop that was an opportunity. Let's see if it's this one here. No. Hard to say where we dropped to. I'm not getting clear enough info, but it looks like it's a drop. Sideways rotation with a sharp drop that'll stand out, revisiting support that we recently met. That was Tesla's chart results, if you're wondering. Hey, Robert. Alright, so there was that brief peak that was easily missed, followed by this decline through multiple supports. And then right around the close, we should have this pop and drop there. I wonder, would this be a good place to get into a long? Let's see. Nope. Really tanking. If you're still in the short from yesterday where we created that straddle, I would say in the midst of this drop here, you want to close out of that short, whether or not it's a profit or not. I would say close out of the short end of that. Likely still have a little bit more to go, but it's tricky. You might want to close out of the long. You might want to close out of the short leg of a straddle here. probably go a little bit lower here. But you see this yellow line here? What is that yellow line? We don't have it marked off. Nice. It is. Oh, we marked it off. It's that Princess of Swords price level. And there you go. We revisited that price level there. I think we probably do go a little lower here though, but hard to say because we're kind of bottomed out on the 1 minute. Not so much on the 5 minute chart yet, but there is the indication that we have this pop and drop right before the close, and we're getting pretty close to the close. So I would say we're probably going to move to the upside here, and then overnight we should have decline and open higher, decline in the pre-market from a higher open, and then around the open to the actual trading session, I would say we have this move out of a decline from the bottom of a range all the way to the top of a range. I might have spoke too soon. It does look like we might go a little lower here. Well, Tesla does end the year near highs, or at highs in December, it looks like. So I'd say that's probably, it's a possibility, yeah. I wouldn't place a Tesla trade here, no. I don't have anything indicating to trade here. So I wouldn't. I always follow my trade guidance. Is July bottom in, is the July bottom in gold in yet? Let's take a look. See if I can answer that. And again, these trading view charts live updated. The links to them are available in our Discord. If you're a paid subscriber or an angel investor, you have access to these links. Gold one. Is gold's bottom for July in yet? Is the question. Well, I mean, the bottom for July was at the very beginning of the month. Uh, it was like, when did I mention that? Because I don't see a big move in the end of July. There's nothing that would make me say that in the 1 year. So on the 1 year reading, I don't see anything regarding a big move. There's a pop and drop, but that could have very well already taken place right here. This looks like a pop and drop to me. And we should have lower price levels in gold in August, September as well. Will Bitcoin have lower lows in August, September than it did in July? And now when I double click, it doesn't automatically go to an old chart. I figured it out. Now there's lower price levels in August. Yeah, there's lower price levels in August. And then earnings for V. Oh, I'd be very cautious with this one. I got the prudence card. So it's probably some whipsaw action based on it being in response to earnings. Normally I would say sideways rotation, and very tricky kind of sideways rotation, which it could be, but I think it's probably more whipsaw action. It's more whipsaw action. Hey, AV. The significant dip in AV? Are you talking about SPY? Well, I mean, I think we're kind of like in it right now. Yeah, you should have an opportunity. If you didn't already close it, you should have an opportunity to close the short leg of that straddle in the midst of this decline, probably just before the close. I'm keeping an eye on it so that I can alert my guys here. Yeah, there's definitely a trade in the midst of this decline here before end of day. And I'm glad I said don't buy a long position. Woo. This is why even when it looks good, I usually don't place trades unless it actually specifies place a trade. Because there's reasons why it doesn't say, you know, just like there's reasons why the cards tell you things, there's reasons why the cards don't tell you things. Like if it doesn't say something, like you need to follow not doing that thing as well, you know? Yeah, you could actually probably open up a long here. So AVM, you should, let me know what you mean by significant dip. I'm not sure what if you mean like this dip. Like what scale are you talking? I bought into this drop here. If you're following along on our alerts, we didn't do too many today, but I mean, for the most part, we've been doing a lot of trades. I had to go drop off all the silver that my family sold today. That was like a huge trip because it was 1,000 coins. But yeah, I would be in a long. I would have hopped in a long position and closed out of the short leg of the straddle from yesterday, and hopped into a long position here. Yeah. So and I thought maybe the bottom. I thought maybe I was wrong about the bottom, and that it would be here on the 23rd. Doesn't look that way. I was on point with the 19th as far as the 1 month reading goes. So we had a high on the 18th. Looks like it ended up being the 16th. Ah, that's right. We were a little bit early on that one. But when we looked at the dailies, the cross-strait incongruencies were there. So it's pretty much like sidewaysy here, back and forth. There's probably another sharp drop either on the 25th or off of a high at the end of the day on the 25th. Oh, that dip. I didn't know what you're talking about. A significant dip can mean a lot of things, AV. Um, yeah, there's a pretty sharp drop there. There's a sharp drop in early August. Let me look at the August reading actually, just to get a better fine-tuned perspective. The S&P, the August S&P was created on June 9th, 2024 at 7:45 p.m. Yeah, it's the Ace of Cups is the overall theme for SPY in August. That's the drop. With that said, guys, I'm gonna roll. Thank you all so much for watching. There's some special offers. I'm gonna drop them on the live tomorrow, or if you're in our Angel Investors Discord, then you always get those links in the Discord as well. Highly recommend signing up for our new service, which is the Discord alerts, guys. It's becoming really, really popular, and there's good reason why, because I'm literally killing it. Like, I think there's been like two bad trades out of, like, I don't even know how many, like maybe 30 or 40 trades since we started. 2 bad trades out of that many. 2. And they weren't even a big deal. Well, one of them was. I went over my risk tolerance, so that became a bad move for me. But the other one, not so much. So you get that here on our website under our services. Under Order Now, subscriptions, Discord alerts. You can get for $75 a month. You can get the stock index or the crypto. For $125, you can get both. It's 1 to 2 a week. The stock index one, there's a lot more than 1 to 2 a week, just because I do the S&P 500 by the hour, so I'm able to do day trades for that one. Highly recommend these services, guys. They're very, very valuable, and it allows you to mimic my trades in real time. I mean, I did every trade last week. I did like at least a 30% account gain, not trade gain. Account gain using a partial amount of the account, not using the whole account. So I'll leave you guys with that. Much love and appreciation. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys tomorrow.